Hi everyone, welcome to my end of December updates. It's going to be my last update for the year. This is my Aerides quinquevelnera and the flower spike finally died. These are my catasetums from SVO, but only this one is heading for dormancy. The other ones seem like they're still growing. This is my Vanda cristata, and there is a green nubbin on this side. Not sure what that is yet. This is my Ascocentrum ampullaceum, and so far I see 3 spikes growing. One is there, and there's something growing there. So this is my Vanda coerulescens, and this was a huge disappointment. I ended up moving this to the kitchen and swapping it with the Vanda lamellata, just so to give it more headspace, but the buds just dried out, and now like the whole flower spike is drying out. And I suspect it's because I just don't have enough humidity for it. I do have a humidifier, but I haven't been using it just because I don't have a whole lot of space. But I mean, this is what happens, right? I kept this just for the video, but my Paraphalaenopsis laycockii died. I walked into the room and I noticed one of the leaves was on the floor and had a little bit of black at the base. And then I looked at the plant and then all the leaves fell out. So I think it was rot, but just still surprised it happened because it was pretty okay before. Anyway, the good news is I have a lot of seedlings to replace it, and they're doing great. And with my Dendrobium tobaense seedlings, they're doing pretty okay. There's actually one in the cup in the back there that's actually growing new roots, so that's very promising. So this is my Trichocentrum albococcineum. I was very excited to see the flower, but it also shriveled up and died before it bloomed, so that was pretty disappointing, but it's growing a couple new growths here, so I think this will be fine. This is my LC mini purple, and it bloomed again, although this one, this petal came out kind of wonky for some reason. This is my Galeandra bauerii, and it bloomed again. There's another bloom in the back that kind of fizzled out before it opened all the way, so that's not super great. Another thing that was a bit of a disappointment was my Chysis. It's labeled as Chysis limminghei, but from the colors, it's definitely not limminghei. So that's a huge disappointment. I was looking forward to color, and all I get is white and yellow. I mean, the shape of the flower is not bad. I like the shape. When you have limited space, you want things that you want. This is my Dendrobium bellatulum, and it bloomed. It's so pretty. This is my favorite orchid. This is my Bulbophyllum annandalei, and it bloomed for me, and the blooms have since passed. This is my Brassivola cuculata red form, and it's pushing out a new growth. And this is my Phalaenopsis javanica, and it's pushed out this new leaf. Also, it has another bud forming. I haven't had much luck with buds blooming. I think recently I had another bud on it, but it blasted, so I'm really hoping this one will do better. So this is my Ctsm cross. It bloomed in the summer, but it bloomed again for me in the wintertime, and this time the blooms look way better. And I do have a dedicated video on this. And this is my other Ctsm cross. This one is Gladiatorium crossed with barbatum. Still in bud, but one thing I want to point out is, so this and these other two are together. And it was once attached to this old one. So what happened was this completely fell off or broke off. So I have this straw to keep it upright. Just waiting for this to go into dormancy so I can repot it and kind of clean all this up. And this is my Cloacia Rebecca Northern Mikabi, and the blooms are just opening today. And also there's another flower spike on the other growth. So this is very exciting. I really like the flowers on this one. This is my Dendrobium Lawson, and I had an issue with mites on this one, so I kept it isolated for a while, but I think it's okay now. It seems like it's growing better. I mean, the pseudobulb's not as thick as this one, but it's taller, so I think this is okay now to be with the rest of the plants. This is my Galeotia fimbriata, and it has that growth there, still growing. And this is my Dendrobium ex usite. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce the name, but that's how it's spelled. And it has a new growth. And this is my Dendrobium antenatum cross, and that new growth is doing very well. Also, the flower spike is doing great as well. And this is my Dendrobium sherry abe, and it's pushing out a new growth. This is my Leptodes bicolor, and it's been in bud for a very long time. I don't think the bud is drying up or anything like that. It's just taking its sweet time. And this is my Vanda lamellata, and I'm still waiting for the spike to emerge. And this is my Paphinia rugosa, and the flower spike did end up blasting. I do think it's related to the humidity again. So this is my Ascocentrum cross, and it has 3 nubbins on it. So there's one at the bottom there that I've mentioned many times of it not doing anything. This guy is relatively new. I don't think it's a root. This guy as well is also relatively new. This is my Bulbophyllum silvaceae, and it bloomed for me, and there are at least 3 more to come, so very happy with this. Also, I don't think I'm going to do a bloom video on this. I already have one with a time lapse, but if you want to see another video, let me know and I'll film one. This is my Bulbophyllum Princess Bajaratana, and it's pushing out a new growth right here. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in my last video, but I'll just repeat myself. So basically what happened was I had a rotting pseudobulb here, and I did remove it, but what happened was also the rhizome rotted as well. So now this is actually 2 separate plants. I think I may end up splitting it just to save a bit of space, but I'll figure that out in the springtime. This is my Stanhopea nigroviolacea Batman, and it did turn out to be a flower spike, so this is super exciting. I've never bloomed a Stanhopea before, so I'm being very careful not to let this dry out. We'll see how this turns out. This is my Coryanthes missaceae, and it has another growth coming. This is my Phalaenopsis fimbriata. It's pushed out this new leaf. I know it's not done growing yet, but it seems kind of small, so hopefully this can grow as big as the last one. Also, it has another flower spike on this side as well on this side, and the oldest flower spike has been extending as well. And this is my Masdevallia amplexa, and it's doing very well, getting a lot of blooms on it, and I'm keeping it in the kitchen just so I can enjoy it. Alrighty, so that's my video for today. We'll end with Dendrobium bellatulum. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye!